Toots.
Or twarts.
Twarts.
We invented a new name. Twarts.
Oh, it became something else.
It's toots. It's farts.
Let's
all
not
in
say
one.
that.
Yeah. It's like
Come on, twart heads.
like a queef.
Short.
So from
Short heads.
Short Heads.
Who's the guy who wrote it?
Alex Moore.
Rick and Morty humor.
Yeah. So Alex Moore asked to.
Accepted.
Yeah.
The ass podcast.
Yeah, Alex Moore asked for all of us, not just Erica. It's just like, do you know any of you who know someone who made it through transition from another industry, as in like, I don't know, like film, waitressing, I don't know.
You got that for
Yeah. And if so, how? Which is important.
Okay, so he said waitressing because I specifically mentioned someone earlier.
Yeah.
Our fellow color coordinator from season 2, and she was a design coordinator this season.
Emma Jansen.
There you go. Shout out,
in
Emma.
Japan.
She's in Japan.
She's in Japan teaching English.
She's doing all sorts of things. She loves anime, and she's like, oh my god, the culture. And yes.
She's become an anime character.
She's a weebo.
She watched a lot of anime.
We love her.
We love her. She told me, I don't know if she's done, I think she kind of did a little bit of live action stuff too, but I remember she said the job that she had before Rick and Morty was actually waitressing.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then she got the job on Rick and Morty through somebody that she knew. And then, yeah,
Who
definitely.
did she know?
Only she was here.
Emma, who did you
Who
know?
the contact was.
We'll get her on the podcast.
Yeah,
for
we
sure.
need, when she's not in
She's
Japan.
not in Japan.
Yeah.
When she's
Or we could-
visiting.
We could travel to Japan and do
FaceTime her.
on location
Or
podcast.
FaceTime.
In fact,
That's a
we'll
little easier.
Facebook this episode to her. And like, on the show.
Emma, we love you.
I guess that's just one example. I mean, a lot
I
of people.
know someone in particular on our show. He was from Mexico. He worked in live action.
Who's that?
Juan Mezaleon.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
he
was
was
my board artist for season 1, director on season 2 and 3.
Ooh. Yeah. I mean, I worked in live action as well. I was an editor back in New Jersey.
Anthony.
Yeah, I did a bunch of stuff. I mean, I didn't go to school for animation at all. I mean, I don't animate. I draw a little bit, but I work in the production side of things.
You draw very well.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. But I mean, I basically went to school for film. I did film on the side, but I taught martial arts.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
That was my main income for a while, but I just really wanted to work in animation, so I just kind of randomly flew to LA, met people, made contacts, made enough to, I guess, kind of get a foot in the door, and then one day I just took a Greyhound to LA, and I kind of just wiggled my way in. So I mean,
Wiggled.
anybody.
He wiggled and he got it.
Yeah, I wiggled and shuffled.
One of
So
my
anybody can do it. I mean, it doesn't. If you didn't go to school for animation, if you have a
Yeah.
passion for it, and if you have talent and drive, then you can do it no matter what
can
your
do it.
background is.
Yeah, I'm a weirdo, so I've always wanted to do animation since like Batman the Animated Series was like 92, 93. But like I can tell you, one of my animation leads who I worked with on Outer Jimmy's Head, his name's Marius. He told me once he worked in construction, and he's my animation lead on a Cartoon Network show.
That's amazing.
So he basically, I think he was self-taught himself Flash, just so he can like learn the program, and then he was working with like other professionals who have been using it for years. So like, that's the thing about animation is like, it's more about show, not tell.
Yeah.
If you
Yes.
can do the work, we'll hire you. It's just like, oh,
Yeah.
that person can do it. Fucking hire them. Yeah.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, even if you have a million self-doubts, fake it till you make it.
For sure.
Just make the art and keep showing it to people until somebody notices you.
I've even recently been telling my sister, because she's in the medical field, and she didn't know that color was a job. And she loves to color. Like, she'll take other people's art online or whatever, line art, and then she'll color it just because it's therapeutical. Like, it's just therapeutic. Therapeutic, sorry. For her. Or drunk. Just kidding. And I told her, I'm like, you can make a job out of this for a living, And she's like, oh my God, I didn't know that. So I'm inspiring her a little bit. So I'm going to push her a little bit. Yeah. See?
Awesome.
Yeah, 2 years ago, this girl reached out to me through Tumblr, actually, and she was like, I'm trying to make it in animation, and I was previously working, I forget what field she was working in before, but it was totally unrelated to animation. I want to say, like, teaching. And so I met with her, had lunch with her, looked at her portfolio, and she was, like, really, really talented. And I was like, like, yeah, I gave her the best advice I could, and I was like, just keep trying, et cetera, et cetera. And she reached out to me like only 2 months later and was like, I got hired by Nickelodeon.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's definitely possible.
For sure.
It's absolutely possible, but you should definitely move to LA if you're not living here. That's
here.
the most important
Yeah.
thing. You have to be here.
For sure.
It definitely helps. Like I'll give very brief but also vague examples of when we've looked at people on certain shows I've worked on where they've been out of state and we didn't hire them simply because they're out of state.
Exactly.
The same thing happened to me. I actually interviewed via Skype or something, I forget what it was, to be a PA on a few shows out here. And I was like, well, I'm coming out in a month. It's kind of long. I got the job. But
That's smart.
Yeah. But they ended up not choosing me because I lived on
Showed
the
where you
opposite
lived.
side of the country in New Jersey.
Yeah, so if you're willing to move here and work your butt off, you can make it.
Truer words are not spoken.
I also want to add before I go on to these last 3 questions. I really, really want to do a podcast episode where we talk about terminology of like departments, because I feel like
That's
a lot.
important.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know what is out there, and I think we should go over which department actually. is.
Because we gotten several questions asking Erica about animation.
Yeah.
Animating specifically, I'm like,
Yeah.
you're not an animator.
Animators do
Rick.
totally different things. For instance, Rick and Morty, our animators are all in Vancouver. We all do production and post-production here in LA. So, yeah, it's a totally different.
Yeah, and shout out to all those people in Vancouver.
Yeah, they're
for sure.
amazing. Bardell Entertainment in Vancouver, they're incredible.
You're doing the season of Harmon Quest and it is looking fantastic. Good job,
Oh
guys.
man, they're so good
Yeah.
on the Harmon Quest. Okay, so these last 3 questions, I actually got them on my Tumblr, and I have neglected them. I'm so sorry, but I just haven't had time to answer them. So I'm like, you know what? I actually reached out to a couple of you, and I was like, we're gonna answer your questions on our podcast, so listen out for these questions being answered. One person is Twisted Caliber. Hi, I'm just about to graduate.
Should I do the intro again, or are we good to go? Great.
Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
let's go.
So there was an intro, and then there was about 45 seconds to a minute of awkwardness. That will serve as our musical intro today, just us rambling about nothing. And now, here we are.